Give it a oh, I'm shaking the tripod. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in a different background. If you can see, I'm actually sitting in our spare room. The tripod's on the bed, so I hope it doesn't wobble. But today I'm going to just do a bit of random playing with colour, green eye look. As you can see, I just have my base on today and I'm still trying to battle this cold, so if I sound like Darth Vader and I'm breathing really heavily, it's because my chest is caught up, my nose is all bleh, so I'm sorry, but I just wanted to do it. So if you want to watch the rest and see how I get on, making it up as I go along of course, then keep watching. So like I said, I've started off with my base. If my base looks slightly different today, it's because I'm using a different foundation. It's the Makeup Revolution, the one, and I've only used it once before and I'm trying to see how I feel about it. What I normally do whenever I'm starting off any eye look is I check to see if there's any creasing from my foundation, and if there is, I take just a wee bit of powder, so either my setting powder or I'm going to just take Foxy from my Naked palette and just dab it on, you know, so smooth out the creases first and then dab it on to kind of set the foundation. What I normally do whenever I'm starting off any eye look is I check to see if there's any creasing from my foundation, and if there is, I take just a wee bit of powder, so either my setting powder or I'm going to just take Foxy from my Naked palette and just dab it on, you know, so smooth out the creases first and then dab it on to kind of set the foundation. And then what I do is I go in with an eye base, so I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyelid primer and I just fling it on. This is the, I think it's Sand or Natural or something like that. It's like a goldy colour, it's not too shimmery, and I usually just throw that where I feel that eyeshadow is going to go. Now today I'm going to be using some green shadows because obviously it is coming into the summer and the better weather's coming in, and although I do love a nude and natural eye or smoky eye, sometimes it's nice just to play with a wee bit of colour. Now I haven't done my brows either, just so you know, and whether I film that or not will be down to whether they actually go right or not. So that's my base for my eyes from the e.l.f. and I'm going to start off the layering the shadow, if you like, with this Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Eternal Gold. I just use my finger, I just tend to take it on my middle finger and my index finger, and I just pat it and kind of smooth it across the lower bit of the eye, normally just up to the crease area. So that's that bit. And next, as I said, I'm making this up as I go along. And next I'm going to go in with Makeup Revolution Mono Eyeshadow in Eden. It's like a dark green, so this is probably not so much a daytime look as maybe an evening. So it's like a very dark blackish toned emerald green, and I'm going to just put that on the outer corner. It's a bit of an odd way of doing things, I know, but I just thought I would start with that. I'm taking this on a Red Beauty medium blending brush, and I'm just taking it in the outer corner and across the thingy crease area, and I'm just blending as I go. So if you do take it up too far, like obviously I've just done, you can wipe away the excess with your finger like so, which really worked, and or you can obviously take your foundation bag across it. I'm taking a wee bit more, it's down there by the way, of the green, and I'm starting again in the outer corners, So I'm just taking a wee bit more because it seems to be slightly not in sync with the other one. And again, I'm not going out too far with it, I'm kind of sticking within my eye shape. I'm just blending as I go again. And circular motions back to this eye until you're happy with it. Like I said, if you go up too far you can always blend it or take it off with your finger. So that is that bit done. Next I'm going to go in with just a flat shader brush. This one is a Senna just a flat shader brush, and I'm going to take Half Baked from the Naked 2 palette, which is the gold shade. I'm just going to pat that all over the eyelid just to kind of blend in with the green so there's not too much dark on the bottom, and just to kind of help that colour tattoo that I've already put on. Next I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay pigment in Graffiti. Bit of it on my hand, like so. I'm going to take my Body Shop angled brush, what's it called? Slanted eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to dip it into the brighter green. I'm going to run that across my lash line at the top, kind of brighten it up a wee bit. And I'm just kind of tapping and pulling across, you see. I'm not going to do any sort of flicks or anything fancy, I'm just adding a bit more of a lift to the green. So I'm going to take some more. Pigments can be slightly messy. If you wanted to, you could put like a post-it note on, or some of that scotch tape, or micropore tape is it called, and obviously it would catch any fallout, but clearly I'm not smart enough for that. This would be really nice if you were wearing like a, you know, if you're going to a formal or wedding, or any sort of event where you're wearing like a gold dress or a green dress. So I'm just taking some more again of the pigment, and I'm going to run that underneath my eye, like so. It's all in the way you hold your mouth. You can go down as far as you want really, but I like it kind of close to the lash line, and can just join it up with that dark green on the top. And again, same on the other eye, and just bringing it up to meet. So that's that bit done. So that's the top with the bright green and the bottom with the bright green. And what I'm also going to do is, on the same slanty brush that I took the bright green in, because I finished now with the bright green, I'm going to just take a wee bit more of the dark green and then join up the outer corner of the bottom lashes with the top, just to kind of make it more fluid, if you like. So just going to take some of my Makeup Revolution Amazing Volume mascara. Really, I think mascara is where it all comes together. So I'm just popping it on. So there we have it, that's the mascara done. I've used the, as I said, Makeup Revolution thingamabobber Amazing Volume, and it really does last. I've got one of my eyes are more hooded than the other because I've got a squint, and I don't know whether that's caused my eye to drop a bit quicker than the other one. So generally mascara transfers, but this one's actually really good. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fill in my brows. Normally I just comb it with whatever wee brow comb I have at the time to hand. So this one's just in the end of the MUA brow pencil. That's one. And then I take a brow powder. This is the Beauty UK High Brow, and I just take the lightest one, which doesn't have a shade, and I take it on my angled brush from from Red beauty brushes. So I just kind of line up the bottom of my brow, and I bring it up to here, and then I bring it down again, just to kind of give it a wee bit of shape, because my brows are quite, I don't know, they're quite fair. Take some more, and I do the same on the top, just bring it up to the point, kind of filling it in as I go along, and then obviously up in feathery strokes to kind of fill it in and make it look a bit more natural. And I just keep doing that until I look like I have eyebrows that look human. So there we have my eyebrows done, and that's the finished eye look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop on a wee bit of blush and a wee bit of lippy, just to show you what, what I'm going to do next actually is I'm going to put on some concealer. Okay, so finally got it open, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution. This is quite Makeup Revolution heavy actually, but I've got a lot of products recently and I just wanted to try it out, and this actually is my second one of these concealers because I really liked it. And this one is in Fair, and it just comes with a wee doe foot applicator. It's quite light, but my skin's quite light anyway, so I just dab it on in a V, and it dries quite quickly, so I just blend it in, usually with my finger. Not as far as obviously the eyeshadow, but just kind of smear it a wee bit. Like I said before in my previous videos, I am by no stretch of the imagination a pro. I just really like makeup. So just to set it, not that it needs fully set or anything, it's just that it can go a wee bit greasy, and I'm just using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, translucent one, and I've just taken it on a wee Go Tools, probably a blusher brush, but it's quite small, so, and I just run that along and down my nose. And because obviously I've got quite a intense colourful eye, I'm going to take a bit of a paler blush. I'm taking the Sleek Blush in Pixie on a MUA F2 stippling brush. Just swirl it around and tap it off. And I just take the apples of my cheeks, smile, and just pull it backwards. Now this one is a matte blush, so I will go in with a wee bit of highlighter because the foundation I have on is quite matte as well. So again, some more, and just I kind of push it but pull it, if that makes any sense. I'm not buffing it, I'm not swirling it, I'm just kind of going, if that makes sense. That's my technique, I'm strange. So that's the blush. For the highlight, I've got this one in my glossy box last month, and it's the Me Beat the Blues in Pearl Pink. I just fling a wee bit of it on the back of my hand, and I take my ring finger, which incidentally has no ring on it, sort it out Matthew, and I just dab a wee bit on my cheeks, and kind of the same technique really as I do with my blush. I kind of tap but pull it back a wee bit, so again, not to fully disturb what's below it, but just to blend it in and make sure I don't look like I've got a big metallic stripe. That's the highlight. And because obviously I've gone heavy in the eyes, I want to go light in the lips. So I'm just going to take a L'Oreal Extraordinaire liquid lipstick, or whatever the heck it's called, and it's in Rose Melody, and it's a very, very nudish but sheer kind of glossy lipstick. Probably more of a gloss, and it comes with this really strange little applicator. It's like kind of well, it's flat on each side, but it's kind of split down the middle. Or a snake's tongue. So I'm just gonna bang that on. You can see I'm using just one swipe, because you can use the back of it as well to put on some. So here we have the finished look. I've got my highlighter on my cheeks. You probably can't see it with the light in this room. I need to get some studio lights. Here we have the finished eye look. Such a poser. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. It was a bit slapdash, a wee bit kind of But so that's me, and that's how I apply makeup, and it was the first time I'd ever done the makeup, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you liked it and you like any of my other videos, please subscribe. Let me know if you've got a channel, and I'll check you out. Thank you for watching. Bye.